Hello friends, and welcome back to my crafty space. My name is Crystal, and in today's video, I am going to be putting together the second layout using the Breathe Story Kit from Ali Edwards for Story Kit Crush. So the Breathe Story Kit is a bit of an older kit. It is from April of 2019. Last week we completed the first layout. I have another one for you today, and then one more next week before we finish up crushing this kit for the month. All right, so for this one, my inspiration came from this journaling card right here that says, "Laughing so hard, I can hardly breathe. More of this, please." One of the things I have been doing this year is documenting one or two things that I overhear each day. And a lot of times that tends to be funny things that my children are saying either to me or my husband or just in general. So I have a small stock of funny things that Isabella has said lately, and that I thought would be the perfect thing to document with this particular sentiment here. So what I've done is I've printed off a photo of Izzy and I. This is one that we had taken around Christmas time this past year, and just one that I really love of the two of us. We both look really great, and the purple and the greens are just so vibrant. I really, really love this photo. So what I'm planning to do is to take this card and chop it down and put the sentiment down here in the bottom that says, "Laughing so hard I can hardly breathe." And then I have printed out a bunch of different things that Izzy has said lately on some sticker labels. And I'm going to put these down the side of the photo and layer those with some of the cork hearts from the Breathe kit. So that is my plan for this layout. I will go ahead and put you on fast forward while I get this done and talk you through the process there. And then once I have this slowed back down, we'll come back over here. I'll read you all the different things that she said and give you a little bit more context to that. And then we will call this layout done. Let's go ahead and dive in. To begin working on this layout, first what I'm going to do is take this journaling card that says, "Laughing so hard I can hardly breathe," and I'm actually going to chop the entire phrase apart. So making each word its own little strip there, or maybe not each word, but each line of that sentiment is going to be its own strip. And then what I'll do later is I will actually trim those down so that they're not all the exact same width and add those onto the photo. Before I do that, I want to go ahead and add all of the stickers here, these label stickers that I pre-printed the sentiments or the things that my daughter has said that have been really funny lately. And I'm going to stick those down the right side of the photo, making sure to not cover either of our heads up or anything important really on this layout. So I've got 6 of them total that I can add to the layout, but I ultimately will decide to only add 5 of them. You can see I've got this one on the purple, but the thing is when it printed out, it printed a little bit, a little bit blurry, and I didn't totally love that. And I also didn't totally love that it was purple and everything else was silver. So I thought, you know what, I'll just leave that one off and we'll just be good with the 5 little things that she said lately instead of 6. That does leave me with a bit of a gap there at the bottom though, so I will try to figure out what to do and then ultimately decide I can add the circle one there and use that as a place to mark down the date. So what I'll do is use a scrap piece of paper to mask off the actual days, and then it will just say the month and the year. So it'll say January and 2022, and then not have the day on there. So I think that actually worked out really nicely because I probably would have added the date stamping somewhere random, most likely, and this way it makes it look like it has a bit more purpose for the layout itself, and it gives us a reminder of when it was exactly that she said the things listed on this page. Once I have all of those exactly where I want them to go, then I can turn this page over and trim off all of the excess of those stickers. And I really like the way that this looks. I love having my label stickers interact with the edge, and I especially like it when there's a whole bunch of them that all interact with the exact same edge. It makes it feel, I guess, almost editorial, I suppose, and also gives it this really finished look. Now I have a whole bunch of these cork hearts that were included in the Breathe Story Kit as well. So what I had originally intended to do was to add one of those cork hearts with every one of the sticker labels. It won't work out exactly that way because they are various sizes and, just trying to figure out where everything will fit. Some of them I'm going to end up putting in between two labels, and some of them will just be next to one. And then we'll get all of them used up. So all 5 of those hearts will get used up going down the edge of the page. And then one of them I will decide to add with the sentiment, laughing so hard I can hardly breathe. That way it brings a little bit of that cohesion over to the left side of my layout as well. There you can see how I trimmed down the sentiment and added it onto the photo. So it just kind of becomes this frame between the label stickers and the sentiment right from the card. It becomes a frame around our faces. And I really like the way that that turns out. All right, friends, that completes my layout for today. If you enjoyed seeing how this one came together, I would love a thumbs up on this video down below. And also be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can see all of my future crafty videos as well. All right, so for the journaling of this one, I've got these 5 different little sentiments from Izzy from the last, I would say, 2 or 3 weeks. The top one is from an interview that I did with Isabella on her birthday. We do the same interview every year. Sometimes I add in some new questions just to mix it up a little bit, but we pretty much cover the same questions every year. One of them is the question, where did you come from? And Izzy said, from my mommy. And then kind of like let it trail off. And I said, And she goes, from her belly, and she pooped me out. And that one right there is probably the one that this sentiment so relates to, because we both just died laughing until we couldn't breathe. It was so funny. I also asked her, where does money come from? And Isabella answered, the bank. I'm smart. Then another time we were laying in bed together. A lot of times Aaron and I like to do that with the kids, where we just kind of lay down with them until they relax enough to go to sleep, or until they are asleep in their beds. So she was just chatting and chatting and chatting. And eventually she said, I'm sorry I'm talking so much. I really like to talk. I guess I'm a chatter. And then she also asked me, Mommy, how do you not move at all? I always move a lot. And then the last thing that I have here is from a day when I was driving home from school after picking her up, and she had said something to me, but I didn't catch it. So I said, hold on, Izzy, I didn't catch what you said. And Izzy said, oh, that's okay. I really like to talk, so I don't mind saying it again. I'll even say it 4 more times if you want, or 10. Which I just thought was really, just funny. Just really funny. So just a couple of little things that she said lately that either made me chuckle or that made me laugh until I couldn't breathe. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this story, and maybe this inspires you to tell a story about something that made you laugh until you couldn't breathe. I would love to hear those stories too, so be sure to leave them in the comments section down below so I can hear some of your funny stories from the past few weeks or so. All right, friends, I will be back again next Monday with another layout using the Breathe Story Kit for Story Kit Crush. On Friday, I'm working with a newer kit, so you can check out that one for more Story Kit Crush inspiration. And I'll be here Wednesday live at 1 p.m. Eastern Time working on Project Life. So if you are available at that time, be sure to stop by and say hi and join in the conversation and the fun that is Wednesdays live. All right, well, until next time, I hope you have a wonderful week. This is the start to the week. Happy Monday, right? So enjoy the week ahead, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, friends.